I think to a large degree, traditional vocational services are not designed to help people with brain injury very effectively. And the dismal outcomes that state vocational rehab agencies show for people with brain injuries kind of attest to that. Because in many ways, traditional voc rehab is oriented towards kind of tuning the person up and then getting them back to work. After a brain injury, it almost has to be the other way around. In fact, some of the seminal people in this field, like Paul Wayman and the group at Stout, Dale Thomas, really recommended a place then train model. So in other words, get the person back to a job that looks like they can do, and then help them learn how to do that job on the job. Because people with brain injury have difficulty generalizing training from one setting to another, they really need to learn the job on the job. They also may need ongoing support almost indefinitely. Now that doesn't have to be a lot of support, but they may need somebody to call if things start to fall apart. Because what we found, in our program at Mayo, we found not infrequently people would get on a job, be quite successful for a period of time, and then there'd be some change in procedures and they would just fall apart. If we knew about that, if somebody called us back, that was not a hard fix. We could help them learn the new procedures and get things back on track and save the job. But if there's nobody to intervene, the employer just concludes that they're not able to do the job anymore and they have to let them go. So I think vocational services like that, that involve supported employment and developing a network of support for the person, both professional and non-professional. We've engaged people from their church group, from their social clubs. If they need a ride to work, who you're going to call if your car breaks down. All those, really working on the environment as much as the person is probably more successful in getting people back to work and helping them sustain those jobs, than the more traditional intervention of kind of tune-up and placement.